everyone, this is Sarah and welcome to my crochet channel. Now I hadn't planned on doing a video today, but I got a special request for a pattern that I did many years ago, and I had never actually written it down. I just knew how to do it. And a friend of mine said, "Remember those crosses that you gave us? Those bookmarks? I want to make some for my Sunday school class. Can you do a quick video?" I love this lady, and so I thought I would go ahead and show everyone how to make a really quick bookmark or Bible mark that's the shape of a cross. Super easy. And of course, if you want the free crochet pattern, it's on my blog, and I'll put that link in the notes underneath this video. All you need to make a cross bookmark is some worsted weight number 4 yarn. You can use any color that you want. I'm just going to make another one in this same off-white color. You're going to need a needle to weave in your ends. You'll need a pair of scissors and of course a crochet hook. And the crochet hook we're using is an H8, which is a 5.00 millimeter crochet hook. To make the cross, we're going to start with the circle in the middle, and then we'll make the 3 at the top and then the bottom. Really easy. And these are a great thing to give as gifts if you're going to make a bunch, because they whip up really quick. All right, so let's make our slip knot and chain 5. We'll take the tail of our yarn, put it over our hook, pull that through that loop to make a chain 5 circle. Snug that down and just whip that tail over so we can have a nice snug, I call that a stay knot. All right. We're going to put our hook through. There we go. Pull up a loop and chain 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to come back to this 5 chain circle and stitch a slip stitch. We'll go in, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the loop that's on our hook. So there's one side, and we're going to do this 2 more times. We're going to chain 10. We're going to slip stitch in the chain 5 loop that we made, or circle, and then we'll chain 10 again. That little tail out of the way, we'll need that later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Slip stitch in the 5 chain loop. So we have 3 chain 10 loops. Now we're going to chain 20 because we're doing the bottom portion of the cross. 1, 2. There's 10. Oops. 9 and 10. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slip stitch back in this chain 5 loop. And that's how it should look at this point. I'm just going to make a little chain 1 just to make that stay so I can turn it. And this is how it should look. You'll have 3 chain 10 loops and 1 chain 20 loop. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stitch 10 single crochets in each of these loops. So I'm going to go in the first chain 10 loop and stitch 10 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, it keeps getting caught there, 4, 5, 6, 7, let me make sure I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm once again going to slip stitch in that chain 5 space. And then I'm going to go right in this next chain 10 loop and stitch 10 single crochets. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, I'm going to go in that chain 5 that we made and stitch a slip stitch. So now I'm going to place 10 single crochets in this last chain 10 loop. There's 5. All right, let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And once again, slip stitch in that center chain 5 space. And now we're to the long chain 20. So we're going to stitch 20 single crochets in this chain 20 space. All right, let's see how many we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now I've got a little space there, so I'm going to move my single crochets around so they fill the space. And if you want to, you can add more single crochets if you want it to be a little snugger. I'm going to go ahead and count again just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. So I've got a little bit of space there, so I'm going to add a couple more single crochets. There we go. And once again, I'm going to place a slip stitch right in the center. I'm going to, there we go, cut my yarn and tie off. All right, so this is how the cross looks. Now we're going to turn it over and we're going to take that beginning tail of yarn that we started with and we're going to close this little circle in the middle where we have this hole. And we'll do that by just going around these stitches that we placed around that chain 5, and we'll just gently pull that in. See on the front how closed it is? And then once we're done, we'll just weave that yarn in nice and snug, going back and forth so we don't have the center of our bookmark opening up on us. There we go. Clip that off, and then we'll just weave this one in to the back. one way, the other, going through stitches so that it stays put. All right. So here's the little simple cross. If you want to block it, you can. Just dampen it, lay it flat, maybe pin it to a board. I never do because they end up working out just perfect. So there's our little cross, and the last thing that we need to do is add the little tail for the bookmark. And the way we do that is we just take another piece of the yarn, we make a slip knot, and we chain 20. There's 10, 15, and 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. My yarn keeps chasing me. Okay, so we're going to take our little cross, make sure everything's moved around nice, because we want to put this right in the center of the bottom. Pull the loop through, make a slip knot, and then a chain 1. And that's just going to snug that down. And we're going to turn, and we're going to just slip stitch right back down that chain. And all you do, you just put your hook through, pull up a loop, and pull that loop through the loop on your hook. And just work right back down to the bottom of that chain. And see how that's looking? Once you've slip stitched all the way back down to the last chain, we'll cut that yarn and tie off. Then to kind of give it a finished edge on the bottom, I take these 2 strings and I do just a little, I don't know what you call this, a flip knot. I just bring it through and push that knot as close as I can to the bottom of that chain. Give it a good hard pull and then just trim those as long as you want them. And now you've got a fun little bookmark that you can give. And they work up super duper fast. Now, like I said, if you want them to be perfectly flat, you can steam them, lay them out, however you want to. It's okay to block acrylic yarn, but you can also make these in cotton. And I've made some in a cotton white and given them away. I've also done some pastel colors. They're perfect to give away for your Sunday school classes. And I made some and I gave them to some seniors that I used to work with. So they're a lot of fun to make. They're easy to make. And this is just what I call my simple cross bookmark.